this is me. This was in about 2007. Took my laptop and was working away at Matilda Bay, for people who know it, in Perth. And as I was working there during the day, this guy walked past, and he was having a chat with me. I said, "What are you doing?" Turned out he was a local journalist for the Subiaco Post, a local community newspaper. And he said, "Look, can I write up an article about you and take a photo?" And he did this, and it was published. Because at the time, it was really unusual to find somebody who was working on a laptop away from an office. And I still had a home office, but Fridays was the day that I would get on my bike, come down here and work remotely, work away from the office. So that was a novel thing. So newsworthy that it actually made the newspaper, just a little local newspaper. One of my friends, Dr. Chris Pudney, and I, we in fact wrote this book, which is out of print now because the technology is obsolete, but we talked about this idea. So this book was published in 2009, so quite a long time ago, talking about this idea of having hybrid work, flexible work, remote work, long before it became popular. So that's been around for a while, but it hasn't been mainstream until now. And in fact, when you look at that presentation that I was giving in 2019, if we get into that time machine again and go back to that, even at the time, people were saying we want this. So in 2018, the 2018 survey said that half of Australian workers would be willing to accept a pay cut for more flexible work. Almost as many of them said we're willing to accept a pay cut to be able to work from home sometimes, to have hybrid work as part of our work. And at the time, I wrote an article for Smart Company about this because, again, it was a really novel idea. So the thing that's changed now is that you've still got the similar sort of numbers. In fact, the numbers are higher. The difference is they're not willing to accept a pay cut anymore. They expect it to be part of the norm, that it's now accepted that when you go into a workplace, they will offer flexible remote work. Okay, or flexible work doesn't necessarily have to mean working remotely, because there's some jobs that don't allow that, but they can still allow things like shift work or 4-day week, and with other people like job sharing. So flexible work is a really big part of what employers want from their employee experience. Unfortunately, and this again came up like 2018 Mercer survey that said that a significant percentage of workers are worried that if they've got flexible work, it's going to harm their promotion opportunities and their career development. The reason it's unfortunate is because that's still true now. The research still shows that employees are worried that organizations and team cultures haven't progressed to allow people who are working in different flexible ways to have the same opportunities, and their bosses who are threatening to say, well, if you don't work in the office, you have less chance of being promoted, or you won't get mentoring opportunities, or we think that collaboration and innovation can't happen if you're not there in person.